Welcome to Ethereum Catalyst meeting number 134. This is issue number 406 on ETHCAT/PM repo. On agenda, we have updates on ECH engineering side. We'll take a look into ops, some updates on network upgrade, and then we will try to take a look at what are the other protocol level uh, meetings happening around and where we can find more information on that. Some information on events, fellowship, and hackathon happening around. And if we get a chance to maybe discuss some of the potential ideas to increase cat herders' contribution to the Ethereum ecosystem, along with some general updates. Starting with the first item on the agenda, which is ECH engineering. Unfortunately, we could not meet yesterday, but perhaps we can get the updates right here, right now. I see George on the call. George, would you like to maybe share where we are?
Yeah, sadly there is no updates. I just have not been able to put in the time recently. So sorry for the unfortunate news. I don't know in terms of on Pi's side, but on my side there's been nothing.
All right, I see. I think Pai mentioned in the chat that he would be putting in some time to finish up some of the pending works. We may have to validate if things have moved along. The main changes were on the Pectra upgrade page. I think the link was not working perfectly for the Fellowship of Ethereum Magicians. So we can perhaps take a look right now to see. So it's upgrade/Pectra, is it?
/upgrade/Petra, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. It worked for me. Okay. EIP discussion. No, I don't see this has changed yet. And we would like to get this changed. Okay. But anyway, I think this is the time then we should start making issues for anyone who may be having some bandwidth to contribute to it, because I think these are very small changes. And if it could be done by any external contributor, we would accept the pull request and merge that. On this second thing, I think Akash has created some very good design of a Petra NFT. George, I would like to maybe pick your brain on what could we do with that. Right now, there are three things in my mind. One is definitely L2E, for which we would be adding quizzes. Then I would like to give this Petra NFT to EIP authors. How, I don't know. Maybe we can do it on the mainnet, like a call, the upgrade day call. And there is one general Petra NFT, which we can perhaps make use of. I don't know, but I would love to hear any thoughts on that and how we can increase cat herders visibility with this beautiful NFT/poem. Any thoughts around that?
Yeah, I think we could totally do that. One of the things I want to do is update the NFT contract. We could probably add some lazy minting to it. So then we could essentially grant this to anybody we would like to, like the contributors, EIP authors, so forth, including people who like just complete the LTE quiz and with like, passing grade. And we're able to do that without like having all this additional gas cost to it. So, but yeah, I saw the image. It looks great. I love it. So yeah, I should do.
So when we are talking about NFT, is it like zero gas, or we are still looking into some minimal gas associated with it?
Well, there's always a gas to minting. So what this just allows is Um, the lazy minting just has it where, we sign off on who can mint, based on
Whitelisting, you
whatever
mean?
requirements they meet. So that requirement can be, they pass the LTE quiz, and so we sign off on that, and like they're able to mint, or we just sign off like a batch of NFTs where they're signed, but they're not minted yet. And it's the other person, it's the person's, like the individual's responsibility to like claim it. And that claiming would be uh passing that signature and minting themselves. So it's kind of similar to how airdrops work right now. Um, I guess that's like the best way to kind of sum it up, even though it's not an airdrop whatsoever, but
It sounds to me like another blog post by George Harvey. Very well. So it's kind of whitelisting people. There could be ways like we could whitelist all the authors, and we could also put a condition on which people who would be completing the quiz will be getting that. We do have different like variation of this NFT. Perhaps we can make use of it. I would love to hear, I mean, like, or see more progress on this. I mean, if we can, by the end of July, be able to like send out one version of it starting from L to E, that would be nice to have. At least people should have a taste of this beautiful NFT, and then we can market it even more. Hopefully, that will also increase the visibility to Learn to Earn program that we are trying to do here.
yeah. And whitelisting is like the perfect thing to call it. It's exactly that. And yeah, it's pretty easy to do. It's just like an EIP 712 signature. And yeah, I could spin that up pretty quickly.
Awesome. So I hope you get enough bandwidth to do it this month, like work on this month. And another thing that I wanted your help with was something related to the project dashboard. We maintain this project dashboard, and that is projects mostly are in the classic form. I have been receiving this message on GitHub that it would be discontinued after August 24th or something. Whenever you get a chance, maybe take a look at that and see how we can update our GitHub. We may want to also look into permissions because now things are going semi-public. We would be getting into an entity form. So we would want to provide permissions to only people who are part of entity. Um, so they should be mostly responsible for any changes to bring into the GitHub repository, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so GitHub is discontinuing like their
No,
dashboard.
GitHub is discontinuing the Project Classic option, I guess.
Okay.
Something like that. I will maybe send you a screenshot of that message. And whenever you get a chance, maybe take a look at that. How do we migrate from here? Right now, we are using Project Classic for two things: PEEP and EAP and EIP project demo. That's basically our public calendar, which is shared with the developers to pick up a date. And we also list all the recordings over there for easy access.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
Cool.
I'll take a look. May need like a link or some other context. Maybe like send me async, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Great. And if you could also maybe start creating issues on task, whether you are working on it or whether Nandan should be working on it. But if we can have the list there as issues, it would be easier for us to just bring issues in the meeting, discuss where we are, and see if we can close them as we go.
Yep.
Perfect. I think that would be all on the website side. If I have not mistaken, is there anything else? Yes. Yeah, August 23, it says that it will be sunsetting Project Classic. Okay. So I still have to work on the quizzes side of the L2E page. We didn't get anybody to work on it, but I'll take a look and try to get some information for you so I can pass it along. And maybe we can check with Nandan if he has some time to finish the Pectra page by the end of this week. If not, then someone else should work on it. Pectra is on going to be on DevNet 2 very soon, and we do not have enough information. This is not right. We should have as much as information possible. Moving on to the next section, ECH podcast. I think the last podcast that we shared was on push protocol. Very interesting conversation with Hers from the push protocol. And we have shared the video version where he explained it with a presentation as well as podcast for audio only listeners. People can find that on eatcatherders.com/podcast. You may choose any platform of your choice to follow all the podcasts being shared by the Ethereum cat herders. And yes, we have a new team member now joining in to maybe help support us with the video and podcast related stuff that would be going out of the cat herders account. So let me welcome here Akash Shagar. Akash, if you would like to take a couple of minutes to maybe introduce yourself and talk about your roles and responsibility with the group.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Akash Sagar. Recently, I completed my degree in BSc Animation from Ferguson College, Pune, India. And yeah, here I join as multimedia producer. Early, I was joined as intern, then as a freelancer. Yeah, that's it about me.
Thank you, Akash, and the design that you have shared for POAP. We all loved it. And I'm hoping people would be soon seeing some of your great animation work in the Penny episodes coming up soon. I saw it. We hopefully would be releasing it to public by the next week, early next week. But I love the work. And I think I have shared the document for podcast uploading. So do let me know if you have any questions around that or if you have any issues with permission. We'll take a look at that. And there is a defined day when we want to share things on YouTube and podcast. Maybe I and you can sit together at a different time to explain the releasing cadence, and you can take it from there.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. Moving on to ecosystem project demo. Yay, I have a good news here. I have secured someone from the team Gitcoin to come and give a talk on our ecosystem project demo series. This is a series where we are talking to different projects in the Ethereum ecosystem, what they are doing, how people can contribute, or how people can take benefit of their projects. So this particular recording is scheduled for July 10th at 18:30 UTC. Anyone interested to learn more about Gitcoin, please join the call. You would find all the information at Eat Cather's Discord channel. Otherwise, we'll be sharing recording about a week later. So yes, you can always follow the recording and learn more about Project Gitcoin and how it has evolved over the period of time. I'm so looking forward to it. On Meet the Herders, as per my last information chaired by Harish Kedia, he is not here on the call. We are trying to reach out to one of our cat herders. I wouldn't want to say anyone as like ex because once a cat herder is always a cat herder. So he has contributed in many spaces of Ethereum ecosystem. He has contributed to DEF CON, to Eat Global, to cat herding, and now as a part of EPF. So we look forward to hear him more and his journey throughout the Ethereum ecosystem. Would love to learn more from the cat herders. who had contributed in the past or are working in the present. So hope to hear more about that soon. On EIPS Insight, I think there were huge changes. Yes, I see huge numbers here. So in the month of June, we received 20 drafts, 6 EIP and 14 ERC. We received 18 proposals in review status, 4 were moved to last call, and 4 ERCs were merged as final. People may find all this information at eipsinsight.com. On grants, yeah, there is a good news. We finally made it to Octan's shortlisted project. There was snapshot voting to select 22 projects, and we are one of those. I would appreciate anyone supporting Ethereum cat herders to the final voting round. People who may have Golem as staking, they can join us on voting. And yes, of course, share and support Ethereum cat herders, share their rewards with Ethereum cat herders, and we would be getting matching rewards from the Golem Foundation. So I would appreciate any small amount of sharing. Yeah, 1%, 10%. They have like variable voting system there. Do let me know if you would want to learn more about the Octant Epoch 4, I guess. And yeah, their voting system. We also have recorded a couple of episodes on ecosystem project demo with their representative, James, speaking about the upcoming Epoch for Octant public good funding. Yeah, that would provide their ideas towards public good funding and how they would want to run this particular epoch. On WIEP, we are hoping to have a session at ECC that would be in association with Ethereum Protocol Fellowship. I'm happy to share that WIEP cohort 1 for the study group has come to an end. We were able to make some pull requests to Ethereum GitHub repository, especially on EIPW bot side, which is there to take care of EIP GitHub repository. And in this presentation, people may expect to learn more about this program. We would be starting cohort 2 shortly, but it would be nice to see where we are with the Women in Ethereum Protocol group. It's a branch. You can just meet and greet people and learn more about this particular group. On other updates, we have been adding nodes to Ethereum/PM. In addition to our usual nodes to client developers, we are also trying to maintain the breakout room related updates there. Talking about breakout room, we have created multiple playlists to provide consistent information to people, and maybe one placeholder where they can find meeting recording for all respective meetings. Those are going on in the Ethereum ecosystem. So recently we created EP-based meeting playlist, EOA/account abstraction breakout room, and there are ETH multi-call meeting, roll call meetings, and so many so forth. People can take a look at the network upgrade information. There is this Meta ETH 7600 for hard fork Meta Prague upgrade. However, there is another proposal on table to discuss some upcoming changes to network upgrade, and we are hoping to discuss this proposal in the upcoming EIP-IP meeting. So if you are someone who is interested in looking into the governance side of the network upgrade, I would invite you to join the EIP-IP meeting scheduled on Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday. And that is On high level. Okay, perfect. Moving on to Events Fellowship Hackathon, ECC would be starting from July 8th. Like it's really close. Unfortunately, we are not going there. Like we are not participating as Ethereum cat headers, but definitely we will be supporting other programs, as I said, for WIEP. And then there would be EdCon and DevCon 2024. Anyone here interested in participating in DevCon 2024 has some plan on representing Ethereum cat herders on various capacity? Do let us know. People can also check out useful resources for Prague and Electra upgrade. And I don't see Santosh on the call, so we can perhaps skip the new initiative thing. Yes, we have created an account on Rapcast. Right now we have 9 followers, very low. Please follow us on Rapcast as well. We are trying to share more information via Rapcast along with Twitter. And yes, if you have not joined Discord, YouTube, or not followed on YouTube or LinkedIn, we have all social media references added here. So please feel free to join us and share it with people who may be interested in either cat herding or learning more about Ethereum ecosystem. Taking a quick look from the last notes. Okay, so we are still working on L2E quizzes, will be worked on this week. And yeah, I think that's it. We don't have any major action item from the last meeting. Does anyone here has anything to maybe add, share? If not, we should be good. Well, thank you, everyone. And I hope to see you in 2 weeks. But in between, if you have any updates, please feel free to share it. Talk soon.
Thanks, Pooja.